Good afternoon. I trust that you are well. It is 1 minute to the top of the hour. My name is Moige William, here with the latest in the world of news from across all the 47 counties. But first, the highlights. New Deputy President Kivutha Kindiki was officially appointed Deputy Party Leader of the ruling party UDA today in a ceremony at the party headquarters, cementing his leadership role within the party.
As I give thanks to the party, to the Almighty God for the privilege to chair, assist this party in serving as the Deputy Party Leader.
Clergy from across Kenya have united in condemning the rising murders and disappearances of women.
Jambo nzito na la huzuni sana kuona wasichana wetu, watoto wetu wanapoangamizwa kama kuku, na ni ishara kwamba jamii imepotoka.
Urging the government to take immediate action to protect women and girls nationwide. The Torebek community is calling for official recognition as one of Kenya's marginalized groups.
Senate walikubaliana na sisi ya kwamba kweli kwa ile uchunguzi ambayo walifuatilia wakaona ya kwamba sisi kama jamii ya Torebek na stahili tupewe kodi, tutambuliwa na serikali yetu ya Kenya,
emphasizing their unique cultural heritage and long-standing harmony with the forest. Once again, welcome on board. I trust that you're well, and thank you for keeping it TV47. Time to bring you up to speed and place you ahead of the curve with the latest from all the 47 counties and even beyond. We start off with a topic that has elicited mixed reactions across the country, where the Friends Church in Jiru has condemned the growing femicide crisis in Kenya, expressing deep concern over the rising number of women losing their lives under mysterious circumstances. Well, now this particular church, during the church's 5th anniversary celebrations, speakers called on the government to take immediate action to protect Kenyan women, stressing the urgent need for policies that do safeguard the girl child. Church leaders also appealed to parents to provide guidance on personal safety, warning that many victims are lured into danger by promises of financial gain. The message was clear: awareness and prevention are critical to saving lives.
Kwa kweli ni jambo nzito na la huzuni sana kuona wasichana wetu, watoto wetu wanapoangamizwa kama kuku, na ni ishara kwamba jamii imepotoka, na hata si wa Kristo tumekosea. Maanake nchi ya Kenya wanasema iko 80% wa Kristo, lakini hii mambo inafanyika kwa wa Kristo. Kwa hivyo kama jamii, maadili yamepotoka, jamii zimesambaratika, na kama kanisa tunajaribu kuelezea washiriki wetu, wa mama, wazee, vijana, tuweze kuishi maisha ambayo yanaiga mfano wa Kristo.
Msimamo wetu kama kanisa ni kulete hawa watoto pamoja, tuendelee kuwafunza jinsi neno la Mungu linatuambia. Sisi ambao ni wa miaka juu kidogo, tufunze wale watoto wetu wasichana. Kwa hivyo tunaomba wamama, tunapotoka nyumbani, tusiache watoto wetu kwa nyumba. Tuje pamoja na wao katika kanisa, ni kwa sababu tuna vitengo vingi vya kurejesha maadili yetu kwa wasichana na hata vijana.
Elsewhere, the United Democratic Alliance, that is UDA, has officially appointed Deputy President Kivutha Kindiki as the new Deputy Party Leader. During a National Executive Committee meeting in Nairobi, Kindiki received the instruments of power from President William Ruto, marking his official rise within the party. UDA Chairperson Cecily Mbarire confirmed the decision followed Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment by the National Assembly and Senate, rendering him incapable of fulfilling his duties. Kindiki, the former Interior Cabinet Secretary, vowed to support President Ruto's agenda and party's mission to uplift the people of Kenya.
His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua is unable to perform the duties of the office of the Deputy Party Leader and subsequently ceases to hold office as Deputy Party Leader. The National Executive Committee now resolves to designate His Excellency Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, as the Deputy Party Leader of the United Democratic Alliance Party, effective immediately.
With a lot of humility this morning, I accept, other than being a party member, to now serve as Deputy Party Leader. In that role, I expect to assist our party leader as he steers our party, as he steers the country, as the leader also of the country at the moment, so that some of the functions that he delegates to me, requests me to assist in, or I am asked to assist in by the party, I'll be more than able, more than willing and available to assist in. I am taking over this role in a very, very defining moment in the life of our nation. At a time when the country is engaged in, or has been engaged in the recent weeks and months, in conversations about identity and who we are as a country.
In other news, former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka and Busia Senator Okiya Omtata were among the leaders honored at prestigious Peace Awards ceremony hosted by the Certified Mediators and Advisory Board. The ceremony highlighted the organization's ongoing efforts in mediating conflicts, particularly in the wake of the protest led by the Gen Z youth. Speaking at the event, the organization's founder and president, Princess Evelyn Bright, emphasized that the awards recognize individuals committed to promoting peace across Kenya. Among the honorees were artists like Eric Omondi and his wife, who were recognized for their dedicated advocacy of human rights.
Wonderful time as we learn. Whatever I do or want to do out there, I always feed myself there first. Whatever I do for my neighbor, do to my neighbor. I have to fit myself in his shoes first. Before you open your mouth in a public place, in your home, in your own house, before you utter a word to your employee, ask yourself if I was in his shoes or her shoes, how would I appreciate to be spoken to?
There are many good voices, but they are not coordinated. Why do we want to have this shadow cabinet? And we're going to invite you, Mr. Omtata, I know you are capable of that. So that when we coordinate the voices and make a statement that we want policies to change in Parliament, in the Senate, we'll pass them to you. We know you and we believe you.
Tunashukuru wenye waliandaa mkutano na wakatualika, wakatupewa zawadi. Lakini zawadi ni ya Wakenya wote, kwa sababu Wakenya wote wamesimama imara na wanajaribu sana kuhakikisha kuwa hili dola linasonga mbele, hili dola linakuwa dola tajiri la kisasa.
All right, and now to a plea by Torobek community, where the community is calling on the government to officially recognize them as one of the Kenya's marginalized groups. Historically, the community has been celebrated for its harmonious relationship with the forest and its commitment to preserving cultural heritage. Paul Mosbey, chairperson of the Torobek Community Association of Kenya, speaking from Nandi County, urged the government to expedite the process of registering them as a marginalized community while waiting for official recognition. Mosby pointed out that the Council of Elders of the Kalenjin has already acknowledged the Torobek as the 11th community within the larger Kalenjin ethnic group.
Wakati tulitolewa, tukaandika petition Senate, na Senate walikubaliana na sisi ya kwamba kweli kwa ile uchunguzi ambayo walifuatilia, wakaona ya kwamba sisi kama jamii ya Torobek na stahili tupewe kodi, tutambuliwa na serikali yetu ya Kenya, ili angalau nafasi ya kuchunga culture yetu tuweze kuhifadhi kama jamii zingine.
Na wakati wa beberu unaingia nchi hii, tulikuwa msituni. Hii msituni yote ilikuwa shamba yetu. Lakini wakati aliondolewa sisi mpaka wakati huu mimi mzee karibu kwenda, Wasasi yetu walienda mpaka saa hii, hata naelekea na mimi naona watoto yetu atapata tabu. Kwa hivyo naomba serikali hii yetu hii ya kijana President His Excellency William Ruto afikirie na akumbuke jamii ya Torobek kwa shida zile ilitokea mpaka saa hii tuko kwa tabu.
And now back to the country's capital. Residents of Isili Airbase have expressed outrage over Church's alleged attempt to seize public land, demanding that local leaders act swiftly to secure title deeds for vital community projects. Jason Mainge, the community chairperson, revealed that development projects in the area have stalled since 2014, citing a lack of transparency from the current land surveyor. A resident, that is Karambu Muthe, also raised concerns, noting that a fence erected on the playing field has blocked children from enjoying recreational activities, warning that this cold push might head towards harmful behaviors like drug abuse.
Kama sasa yenyewe tuko na pesa imekuja imerudi. Kama pesa ya soko pale kujengwa imerudi juu, haijakuwa reserved. Tuko na pesa hii kiwanja kujengwa stadium na Excellence Sakaja. Imekuwa hold. Juu ya nini? Haijakuwa reserved. Tuko na ya provincial administration kama kodi inataka kujengwa pale. Juu kama mkoa wea kodi inajengwa kwa Ogera sub county. Hapa Airbase tuko na samba ndio walichagua. Walikuja wakasurvey wakakuta hakuna title. Najua na serikali iweze kaweka pesa mahali hakuna title. Sai mahali tumefika kama Mheshimiwa Yusuf aende aone Sakaja, aone our Excellency President Ruto, tumaliziwe maneno, mataito itoke, national government iweke taito.
Maombi yangu ama malilio yangu ni kwamba our county government, especially the CEC lands, former CEC lands, you should come out clear and tell us how did the PCA acquire the documents that they are alleging they have. Me being a community member and a girl, sijui tutapotelea wapi. Ni kumaanisha tutaoleka haraka. Na zile wale watu wako nyuma yetu ni kumaanisha wataoleka haraka kama hii kiwanja itakuwa hapa ya kuweza kuuza talanta za kina dada.
And a Nakuru court has acquitted former Mungiki leader Maina Jenga and his 11 co-accused after the prosecution applied to have the case withdrawn due to lack of evidence. Earlier, State Counsel Charles Omwenga requested the withdrawal under Section 87, citing a lack of cooperation from witnesses. Maina and his co-accused, or rather 11 co-accused, appeared before Senior Principal Magistrate Kipkirui Kibelion on Monday, where Jenga addressed his supporters following the acquittal.
In as much as I sympathize with the accused persons who have been subjected to this admittedly unnecessary trial for over 18 months, the only available recourse would be to allow termination of the case under Section 87A of the Criminal Procedure Code. This court's ruling is explicit as to the admission by the prosecution of its grounds for termination of the case, that is, the account of lack of evidence. Admission that the prosecution does not possess sufficient evidence to sustain the charge, any of the charge against any of the accused person. In the end, I allow the prosecution's application to withdraw the charge under Section 87A of the CPC. Each accused person is discharged accordingly, and I direct that the cash bail deposited by each of the accused person in court be refunded to the respective depositors. Those are the orders of this court.
Your Honor, you are the embodiment of judicial efficiency, judicial humility, and judicial appreciation of the public. Because this was a difficult case. But the way you have handled it, you have made us proud.
This willy-nilly decision by some officers to to charge people and then come and say, sorry, we did not conclude on the investigation, should stop.
Na mahakama imetulilize kwa sababu sasa hakukuwa na kesi tulikuwa naye. Tunashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa sababu ya hiyo haki tumepata. Tunashukuru mahakama, tunashukuru mawakili wote ambao walifanya hiyo kazi na nyinyi pia, na tunasema Mungu awabariki.
All right, beyond the borders now, a political battle is heating up in Jubaland, Somalia, as the region prepares for elections this week. The tension erupted after presidential candidate Abdullahi Ali rejected a Saturday night announcement by President Ahmed Madobe to establish an electoral commission, claiming the move is outside Madobe's authority as his term has already expired.
The committee that has been selected, we don't believe the former president have a mandate to constitute an electoral commission without the approval and the consultation of the opposition. On the other hand, we also understand that he has been in disagreement with the federal government on the one person, one vote process. That negotiation, I believe, is stalled at this point. But understanding that he has been asking that the local regional states and the people of Jubaland independently run their affairs, it seems that what he was referring to was him, the former president, alone being the people of Jubaland that he's referring to. He does not respect, he does not believe the voices of those who disagree with him matters.
All right, that being the situation in the neighboring Somalia. Now back home, in 2 months, the Kenya-South Sudan highway will be completed. This follows a recent visit by Joseph Mbogwa, Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Roads and Transport to Turkana County, to inspect ongoing government projects. Mbogwa confirmed that over 330 kilometers of road from Lokichar to Nedapal have been completed, a vital stretch connecting to the Lamu port. However, he urged communities along the Kenya-South Sudan border to coexist peacefully while the two governments resolve political and technical issues that have delayed the completion of the 11-kilometer road from Nedapal to Nakodok.
Around 330 kilometers of road is fully constructed with various facilities like socio amenities along the road. We have schools that have also been improved under this specific project, hospitals. We also have support on the market for cattle for this community. We have bridges that are challenged then but now have been resolved. And of course the entire town now has a facelift that everyone do appreciate, including the lighting system. Because we are a community, those living around the border, it's a question of when it shall be addressed. Whether it is addressed under this or the Sudanese link, it is still a connectivity for the two communities. So I would just desire that they live in peace and give the two governments an opportunity to resolve that matter. In terms of the road section, the 11 kilometers from Nadapal to Nakadok, we had a meeting on Thursday, Friday, and we had a lengthy discussion on the remaining issue, which is both technical and also political. And we are still in discussions because our proposal was to do our road up to the Nakadok. But I appreciate there is 11 kilometers which have got some challenges, especially on security, and that has been held. So we are still in discussions on how to conclude our 11 kilometers.
And now from Turkana County to Tana River County, where residents have been urged to elect leaders who are committed to grassroots development. Speaking in Hola Town, Tana River, Senator Danson Mungantana emphasized the need for unity. warning against leaders who sow division along ethnic or religious lines. He also called on the governor and local leaders to ensure that development projects directly benefit ordinary citizens, particularly those in rural areas, to improve livelihoods and foster regional growth.
Elimisha watu wetu kila mahali ninasimama, na hii Tana River nimetembea sana. Kule kwa Wajaluo kuna mheshimiwa anaitwa Shakil Shabir. Shakil Shabir amechaguliwa mara 4 na ni Muhindi. Lakini kwa sababu ya mipangilio yake wananchi wa Kisumu Town East wanamchukua. Tusiangalie jameni, tusiangalie sura ya mtu, tusiangalie klani ya mtu, kabila ya mtu, tuangalie mipango ya hii ward yetu na huyu governor na huyu senator ni mipango gani, kisha tuchague kati ya wote ambao watakuwa pale. Mheshimiwa Rahim ni Muhindi na amechaguliwa Meru mara 3 kwa sababu ya mipangilio yake.